we all have our own lives, we
I
all
like
have
that.
our own problems, and you don't even know. Baka ayokong magkaanak kasi I'm caring for an older person in the family as well na baka yun ang
Exactly.
kumukuha ng pera ko, yun ang kumukuha ng time ko, yun ang kumukuha ng responsibility ko. So, do you
Yes.
think you're a better person just because you have a child? You don't know the full story of my life as well.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you a better person.
Hey! This is Kuya Jay, and welcome to the latest episode of Pera and Purpose Podcast, a show about money and meaning. My aim is to use money as a tool to live a meaningful life. And yes, sobrang excited ako sa bagong episode na to kasi it's been a year since nagkaroon tayo ng interview. Kaya bago tayo magsimula, bago ako mag-carried away sa aming conversation today, i-share nyo muna ninyo ito sa inyong KKK, ang inyong kaibigan, kamag-anak, kapatid, kaopisina, kachismisan, lahat ng K mo. Okay? I-share mo to sa kanila. Kasi I'm sure, if you've been listening to the podcast for quite some time now, and nabago na nito ang inyong mindset around money and purposeful living. And if you're also listening sa Spotify, pakibigyan na rin to ng 5-star rating and i-share mo na rin sa mga ilang kakilala mo. And guys, alam niyo ba na marami sa mga couples ngayon are rethinking their traditional life paths. Yung iba, pinipili nila na wag na lang magkaanak at mas in-enjoy nila yung freedom na kasama nito. Ito yung growing trend ng mga dual income, no kids, also known as DINK couples, which highlights how people are crafting lifestyles that are fit sa kanilang values and hindi lang sa societal expectations. And alam mo ba that there's a recent survey sa Philippines na 59% of Filipino singles are considering a child-free future with a notable inclination among women, which is 62%, and sa mga lalaki naman is 55% na willing to embrace this kind of lifestyle. And sa episode na to, pag-uusapan natin ang iba't ibang factors sa likod ng DINK lifestyle at ano ba ang ibig sabihin nito pagdating sa personal fulfillment, finances, at societal pressure. Kaya today, we are joined by our special guest na na-meet ko sa isang interview sa Dubai Eye about a topic called Child Free by Choice, which is really interesting. She is a seasoned marketing and public relations professional currently based sa Dubai. She holds a senior position in marketing communications for an international hospitality brand. She and her husband are passionate travelers, always looking for new destinations to explore. And being child-free by choice allowed them to embrace a life of freedom and flexibility. Kaya let's explore itong unique advantages, challenges, and ang mga lessons dito sa DINK path at how we can change our view about success and fulfillment. So without further ado, help me welcome the 8th day of the week, Sharday Filio. Woohoo! Sharday, maraming salamat for for your time today.
Yeah, no worries. I love the intro. I love the fact
Pwede ba?
that
Pwede na?
my tagline. I'm gonna put it on a shirt. Merch idea.
Habang gumagawa ng research about you, nakita ko na you and your husband was able to buy your dream house, di ba?
So we were quite lucky kasi we started the house hunt, I would say, before COVID pa. So we always had this long-term plan na, you know, to acquire a property here in Dubai. It's a good investment. We didn't see ourselves moving out from here like in the near future. And when I say in the near future, I'm talking like the next 10 years. So we decided to set up our roots kasi we have been in Dubai for more than a decade na rin. And then, you know, COVID happened and then the market crashed, which was like,
yes,
these guys. And yeah, we happened upon this deal and renovated it to fit us and our personality, and we were able to make it happen. So I have my dream home. It's a reality.
Galing. And yeah, yung magandang nabibigay nung pagkakaroon ng ganitong lifestyle, right? Like what you mentioned earlier on, yung flexibility talaga. And yung choice mo is there kasi nga wala kang masyadong other responsibilities other than you and your partner. And kayo ba ni Jeremy? Okay, so talaga nag-stalk ako ng inyong ng Instagram mo. So yeah. So kayo ba ni Jeremy, who is by the way is French, bakit ito yung lifestyle na pinili ninyo?
I have been pretty adamant about yung not having a child, which, I
Mm-hmm.
did cover with you in that interview na
Mm.
ako personally talagang nandun na ako sa like 90%. And then
Mm.
I kind of reserve the 10% na baka if I meet the right man,
Uh-huh.
I might change. And I met
Mm.
Jeremy and he was my right man. Eh, the feelings didn't really change. And it didn't really parang I love him so much and everything. I think he's a good life partner, like my partner in love and romance or
Everything,
whatever,
yeah.
travel and all that. Pero it's just it's ang daming factors basically.
Mm-hmm.
And for Jeremy naman, he's more open-minded in that sense na it's very kesera-sera, whatever will
Whatever
be,
will be.
because he doesn't also believe in yung pag pinilit mo siya,
Mm-hmm.
yan yung parang, it's almost like destiny might even kind of play games on you na parang it will go against you. Kasi masyado
Uh-huh.
mo siyang pinilit. Yung parang, hindi,
Mm.
go with the flow. So yun yung mentality niya rin. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that we have discussed along our relationship. Like, we didn't get engaged up until like what? In our 6th or 7th year together?
Mm.
Something like that, yeah. So
Okay.
it's been a topic all the way. And I believe
Mm.
couples should be very open about that
Yeah.
as soon as possible. Kasi, what's the point of like, spending all of your time with someone kung yung ending is maghihiwalay din kayo just because you cannot figure out if you want children or not. Because let's be
Mm-hmm.
honest, that's really a big, big life decision. And that's
Yes,
something that
yes, yes.
you need to decide on together. It's not because na gusto ng babae, ay ng lalaki, or the other way around.
Mm.
Pero,
Yeah.
yeah, it really needs to be mutual.
And ang galing, no? Kasi kahit nung dating pa lang kayo talagang you talk about it and tama ka eh. It's a huge responsibility. And I
Yeah.
think when I also was dating my wife, talaga isa rin sa kinukonsider namin. Although, eventually, nagkaroon kami ng baby. 7 months old na nga aming baby. And kasi nga, isa sa malaking factor talaga is yung finances eh. And
Yeah.
marami talagang, isa ito sa pinaka
Big.
biggest reasons, lalo sa for Filipinos, right? And do you feel na ito rin ba ay isang bagay na naging reason ninyo for not having a child? Or is it because talagang ayaw ninyo talaga magkaroon ng child?
We're very lucky to say na
Mm-hmm.
finances didn't really play the number one element into it.
Mm.
Not like the others, We're very
Okay, okay.
fortunate na we both lead very, fulfilling careers, and I would say
Mm-hmm.
they're quite highly paid compared to
Mm-hmm.
our
Mm-hmm.
counterparts.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. It really had more to do with the lifestyle that we wanted, which is to have that
Mm.
freedom, and we're one of the people kasi na that believe time is actually a currency as well.
Mm. Okay.
So it's that whole freedom na, you know we can travel whenever we want, we can
Mm-hmm.
do
Mm-hmm.
whatever we want, we can pursue career choices that
Mm.
does not take any other person into consideration. Kasi, for
Mm-hmm.
example, like I was given a chance to go to, again, another hospitality brand, but it was headquartered in Bangkok. I could
Mm.
have easily just, taken up that position without having to think of anything. Kasi
Yeah.
wala akong anak, walang
Yeah.
schooling,
Yeah.
walang, alam mo yun, and then even with accommodations as well, kaya kong
Mm-hmm.
mabuhay ng nasa studio. Pag may
Yes.
anak ka,
Yes.
it depends on how old pa yan. May tama, may ganito. Nasaan yung nanny? Kasi,
Mm-hmm.
kung mag-isa ako, like so many
Totoo.
factors. But yun, it's the freedom to do just anything when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to pleasure and when it comes to the career. So,
Mm.
pero, I mean, kasi depende rin yan sa career path mo, right? Like, again, we're very
Yeah.
fortunate na sa trabaho namin is we are entitled to, like, education allowance,
Oh, nice.
for example. Yeah. And, like, for me, like, even sa insurance, kung may anak ako, is they're gonna be
Covered din.
covered. yung pa-visa and everything. So, and I'm
Wow.
sure a lot of the expats in Dubai have that kind of package as well. So, is it really like mahal? Yes, in the social sense. Pero if you're just looking for that basic lifestyle, education is going to be covered by your job.
Mhm.
Depende sa trabaho
Ganda
mo.
yun. Oh
And then
yeah, depending nga sa work. Yeah.
and visa. Um, but yeah, in summary, it's like it's a mid factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sa yung decision niyo, I believe, based on your response nga, is talagang anchored towards dun sa inyong personal core values.
Yes.
And it's something na I really admire sa mga tao, not just the dinks, but the people na alam nila yung ano yung gusto nila, and they're
Yeah.
not swayed
Yeah.
or influenced by other people's opinions. And kasi nga, ganyan yung mga usual culture ng mga Filipino. Like, ito yung nakasanayan natin, ito yung tradition ng Pilipina, ito yung tradition ng family natin. And I remember, sabi pa ng nanay ko before na, kailangan magpapakasal. Parang 30 na ako noon. Nung kinasal na ako, kailangan magkakaanak. Sabi ko, hindi naman na kailangan ng anak para, and then, sabihin, di ba, kailangan magkaanak para may mag-alaga siya paglaki mo. Sabi ko, hindi naman kailangan ganun yung mindset ng mga, di ba? Sabi ko, it's something na kailangan, ewan ko kung it's something that's also na sinasabi sa ng mga pamilya mo, ng friends mo, and if they fully support your decision and your husband's decision as well. May mga ganun ba na, na mga judgment and misunderstanding?
So, in terms of family, my immediate family was never like that. And again, I'm very fortunate. And I guess that's why also early on, ganito na yung way of thinking ko. Kasi I was raised by my grandparents and they never kind of, as in talagang walang pressure at all about like, yung kailan ka magkaka-boyfriend, kailan ka ikakasal, kailan ka magkakaanak, kailan ako like, apo sa tuhod and whatever. Or whatever, like that. Kasi, at the end of the day, I guess they were just very forward thinking na they know exactly how hard it is to have a family and sustain it. Because you're creating a whole new generation, and that generation will create another generation.
Generation,
whatever you do, and that's why there's a thing called generational trauma. Right? And I'm a strong believer in that, and I think there's a lot of that happening in the Asian culture, not just the Filipino culture. It's very Asian for some reason. But no, in my family, wala, luckily. But in terms of society, I get the most parang questions, fine, call it judgments, from fellow Filipinos or even some actually fellow Asians ourselves na, kailan ka magkakaanakin? Parang, excuse me, I just met you? Like, how dare you ask me about these kinds of things? And like yung, alam mo yung mentality na, dahil mas matanda ka kesa sa akin, you can like, tell me these things. Yung parang, I'm sorry, am I gonna ask you kailan ng funeral mo din? Parang, yung mga banat na ganyan, or yung parang, yung typical na, parang tumaba ka, parang, ba't ikaw pumapangit ka? Do I say something? Wala naman, di ba? So, it's very much yung society. And at first, I was like, shutting up, katotoo lang. Yung parang, ayoko ng gulo and whatever. So parang, ganon. Pero recently, I have been feeling na, I think I should be more of an advocate to other Filipinos and to other nationalities as well. Because why should there be any shame in my choice? Like how I live my life when I don't even shame people for their choices in life. Na, kung 5 anak mo, okay, fine. You know what? It makes you and your husband happy. You can afford it. Doesn't affect me. That kind of thing. It's kind of like how people, I'm going to use an analogy, all right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how people view drinking or smoking. What I don't like about smoking is it affects other people. So kung makapagyosi sila, it's like, oh my God, like, I breathe that in. Pero if I'm drinking, it doesn't affect you at all.
Yes.
So, we should approach this kind of parang topic as more of a drinking. Like, you know what? If you want to drink water, great. I want to drink wine, fine. we respect each other's things, but don't blow this kind of like smoke in my face na dapat magkaanak ka. Because we all have our own lives, we all have our own problems, and you don't even know. Baka ayokong magkaanak kasi I'm caring for an older person in the family as well na baka yun ang kumukuha ng pera ko, yun ang kumukuha ng time ko, yun ang kumukuha ng responsibility ko. So, do you think you're a better person just because you have a child? You don't know the full story of my life as well.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you a better person.
Mic drop. It's over. Kasi nga, alam mo yung mga binanggit mo about smoking, ako personally, I don't like smoking. My wife and I don't like smoking. Kasi nga, tama ka eh. Parang, kung pwedeng ba kita lagyan ng bag, tapos sasuluhin mo na yung amoy yung usok ng yosi mo. Sa'yo na yan. Okay, may damay dyan, okay? Kasi nga, and iba-iba yung perspective talaga ng bawat tao, probably because of how they were brought up. And minsan nga, gusto kong sabihin, we're not just making kids, we're not having babies. We're raising children na can become pwedeng potential leaders. And kung hindi mo aayusin, baka potential criminals or terrorists pa yan, di ba? So ano ba yung dinadala mo sa mundo? And tama ka, yung time is also a currency na pag mas marami kang anak or may isa kang anak, it can affect how you build the relationship with them. So, ang dami mga factors na kailangan talaga i-consider pagdating sa raising ng children. And I think ito yung mga conversations na dapat pag-usapan ng mga Filipinos, hindi yung we live on autopilot. Like, okay, when I turn 25, magandang career, and then bahay, kotse, and then kids, family. Di ba? And maganda that we have this type of conversation kasi nga it tries to challenge our traditional ways of thinking. And I think ito na the way we move forward. And napansin ko nga, na yung mga developed countries, marami sa kanila yung nag-embrace sa ganitong way of understanding. And naalala ko when we had that interview with Helen, sinabi ko nga sa kanya na, alam mo sa aming mga Filipinos, parang very common na retirement plan kami mga children ng kanilang mga anak. Nakanilang mga parents. Nagulat siya, talaga ba? Nangyari ba yun? Kasi nga, most definitely, kasi sila developed countries sila di ba? Mga British. So, most likely, hindi na na-experience yun. And sabi niya, common sa amin yun. And kami, kaya nga pagdating sa personal finance and having children, sinasabi ko nga rin na if it's something that you can really afford and gusto mo talaga magkaanak, then by all means, di ba? Gawin mo, magpakarami kayo. Pero if hindi mo talaga kaya, di ba? Then, wag mong pilitin. And kasi nga, it's gonna cause potential problems in the future. So, etong ganda ng usapan natin, grabe. And meron bang napansin ko na since French pala yung husband, si Jeremy. And ang alam ko, French people are really geared towards or kilala sila bilang romantic people and mga pagkaroon mga kids and all. Nagkaroon ba yun ng parang challenge sa side niya? Kasi wala siya dito pero gusto malaman if naging issue rin ba yun sa kanya. Kasi multicultural yung dynamics niyo So, naging curious lang din ako.
Yeah. So, no, it's good you touch on that whole, what I told you about you're raising people for society.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway,
not for you.
Culture, so I don't know if a lot of people know that they're actually Catholics as well. So that is one kind of thing that links, I would say, the both of us. So we're not religious in any way at all, but there is a certain Catholic culture that you cannot remove from the both of us.
Okay.
Luckily for my in-laws, which I love very much, again, very, very blessed kasi alam kong maraming may mga, conflict sa mga biyanan. Ako naman, I don't have that. But in the family as well, it's not, walang naging ganong pressure sa kanya or even, it's not something that we speak about because even in their own family, there's another Dink couple as well, which is yung Chuhin and Chahin ni Jeremy. For me, because I met them very early on sa dating stage namin. And they had this wonderful lifestyle na every year they were visiting Jeremy here sa Dubai. So dito sila nagwi-winter sa Dubai, which is it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, they're very much well-loved and accepted sa family nila. And exactly yung sinabi mo na bakit ginagawang retirement plan ang mga anak. I hate that so much. Para kang nagpanganak ng maid na binuhusan mo ng
Mag-aalaga
investment
siya.
and then ganyan ka na. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll expound on that later. But no, we've never faced that societal pressure or familial pressures from them because
Mhm.
we've seen them embrace that within their family as well. And
Mm.
you know, right now we see them in France too. So we visit them in Paris, for example.
Mhm.
Or like they also go to yung hometown namin, which is in Brittany.
Mhm.
And you
Mhm.
know, they either stay with one of the cousins or one of the sisters and ganito. So in terms of their retirement is pretty great. Like, they're
Mm.
able to travel everywhere. Like, mas marami pa nga napupuntahan yung mga matatandang yan. Like, going to Croatia, to this, to that. And, like, we discover destinations because of these two guys.
Okay.
Yeah. They're in their, like, 80s, living in
Pero
Paris,
nakakapag-travel pa
having
rin.
this
That's
life.
nice.
But that whole romance thing, yes, the French are very romantic.
Yeah.
Yes. But the romance that you're pertaining to is very much on the individuals. It's very much a man
Mm.
and woman thing. Or
Okay.
person to person thing, depending
Mhm.
on your chosen sexuality, right?
Yeah.
Pero that romance never translates into family.
Family. Okay.
It's two separate things na
Mm.
if you're a couple, you're a couple. If you're a family, that's a whole thing. Which is why
Mm.
I think they have a much healthier way of approaching. I guess that parang family, right? Kasi
Yes.
importante sa kanila ang husband and wife because you're man and woman. And
Yeah.
if you do not nourish that particular relationship, then wala yung ano,
Well,
di ba?
yeah,
Yung
it
family,
wouldn't
like,
work. Yeah.
yeah, like what impressions are you trying to give to your own children? So when
Mhm.
they do have families in there, like it's really a choice
Intact.
na
Yeah.
this is how they want it to be, and
Mhm. Mhm.
at least this is what I see in Jeremy's family na
Yeah.
walang, I don't know, like it's almost like I don't want to say walang trauma, but it's very healthy yung approach
Yeah.
niya.
Oh, maganda no dahil you also were able to see yung mga role models mo through
Yeah,
Jeremy's uncles and aunties.
yeah.
And doon na ako papunta ngayon eh. Like, do you think ba na yung typical stereotype sa mga dinks is that marami silang palaging pera na they don't worry about money kasi nga they're only responsible about themselves. And bago ko pala puntahan to, no, gusto ko rin sana balikan pala yung usual na sinasabi ng mga tao. Nakikita ko sa comment section pag nagtitingin ako sa ng research ko na these people are selfish, they only think about themselves. And how do you respond to that pala before I go to that next question of being to talk about stereotyping
Stereotypes.
into mga things? Yeah.
I mean, again, it's that whole, you call me selfish. I think you're being selfish as well for also insisting your opinion to me,
Mm,
to
mm,
anyone outside of your thing na parang yung viewpoint ko lang ang tama na,
tama.
alam mo,
Yeah.
it's such, the moment na you spout these kinds of very judgmental comments,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I think you're being quite selfish as well. Na it's
Mm,
only your view
your
that
opinion,
matters.
yeah.
So parang it's
Mm.
just kind of like calling the pot black or something. Like, hello, no, I, in terms of the financial things, like, no, I do believe all of us struggle because all of us have
Mm.
different incomes and all of
Yeah.
us spend our money in very different ways. You know, like,
Mm.
I have friends and my counterparts who, I don't know, they would spend a lot on like luxury goods, which is, even if they don't really have a luxury lifestyle, pero like fine, you spend it on, like, a 25,000 bag, and yet, you're
Oof.
living in a parang room sharing, like, guess what, fine, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Pero I mean, I could be the same, pero I choose not to. Just because I know
Mm.
na I have my different priorities, and
Mm-hmm.
that's for me having a good retirement, which
Mm.
is, I want to be able, like Jeremy and I, we want to be able to choose a place where we want to retire to, which I think right now is looking like France.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we bought this house here as well, because how we
Yeah.
envision ourselves is that na pag if we are still, fortunate na mga 60s or 70s namin, we would just,
Yeah.
come here during winter and then go to France during the summer,
Yes.
if we're
Oo nga,
able
no?
to, establish a house in there or whatever. And then that's gonna be our life. And of course, we need to prioritize our health.
Yes.
So investing in health insurance as well, which is, and right now, what I'm doing and what Jeremy is doing is that we're investing in our own health right now. So like, I don't know, investing in I'm doing my swimming classes because I want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure na I have an
Healthy.
activity that's not going to
Mm-hmm.
be high impact, which will actually help me growing
Mm.
old. Kasi, masakit na mga kasukasuhan or whatever.
Yes.
But it's one of those things na I would invest more things in. It's about,
Okay.
self-care so that I ensure na maganda yung quality of life ko. It's
Life,
not
yeah.
about me living a long life. It's about me living a
Mm.
good life.
Mm.
Because
I like that.
we spend a lot of our lives, especially here in Dubai.
Yeah.
The struggle. Working
Yeah.
minimum 10 hours a day. If you're lucky, you only work 5 days a week, but
Yes.
let's be realistic. A lot of the normal earning people in here work 6 days a week.
6 days. Yeah. Yeah.
That is difficult. And which is
Yeah.
why I understand the way other people spend money is not going to be the same as mine.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi for them, it's like, I work six
I
days a
earned
week.
it.
Kailangan I reward myself, which is, I know you've
Yes.
covered this in your podcast before then.
Yeah.
But look, we're not here to judge people on their
Yeah.
lifestyles. Don't judge mine. But no,
That's true.
everyone goes through financial struggles, whether or not you have children or you're married.
Mm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
all
Mm-hmm.
about how you manage your finances properly, and you just need to be very realistic. And as what you said, you need to know what you want.
Yes. Clarity pa rin about what you truly want in life and aligning your goals dun sa mga ginagawa nyo right now. And I'm glad that you mentioned about yung importance ng health kasi it's also something that I'm very keen on kasi
Mm.
nga maganda rin sinabi mo na you don't really want to live long but you want to live a good life kasi nga it's not how long you live, it's how well you've lived. That there's that quote, right?
Yes.
And may iba nga na ang haba ng buhay pero they live in suffering na parang gusto
Yeah.
na lang nila umiksi yung buhay nila kasi nga they
Oh
didn't
my
take care
God.
of their health early on, right? And
Yeah.
I'm glad na you mentioned this kasi nga probably because of having no kids gives you that freedom to really take care of yourself, and by taking care of yourself you also take care of your partner and the people that you love around you. And I think
Yes.
that's the one of the best ways on how you can be really intentional with your time, money, your relationships, and I think ang ganda ng benefits ng pagkakaroon ng ganitong dink lifestyle, ano. And when you talked about yung struggles about your finances, can you give me some examples? Ano ba sa tingin mo yung nagiging challenges ninyo? Or in general, if sa inyong community, if meron kayong group for dink couples?
So like with my friends na, like, I think in my close circle of friends I have two other dinks.
Mm-hmm.
One Filipino with a Western guy, and then a Western couple.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi for us, like, we all have good jobs, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Pero we still share our struggles about yung finances na how do you balance that. So for example, I'm gonna talk about the mortgage sa bahay.
Sige.
Um, for me, I went through a redundancy.
Mm-hmm.
I was unemployed for
Sorry.
6 to 7 months
Mm.
earlier this year. you know, and I was just thinking na parang I am so fortunate na wala akong anak kasi I
Mm.
only had to worry about myself and my career. Pero of course, I'm thinking na in that 6 months, I would have earned this much money and I
Yeah.
would have been able to maybe procure something, invest it in something. But the
Yeah.
good thing as well is that I'm looking at the flip side now.
Mm.
Since I do not have children and we have this double income, I was able to put in a lot of savings. So
Ah,
therefore,
that's nice.
when I was made redundant, hindi ako ganun na stress sa pera na I mean, yung typical na, saan ako magre-rent?
Hahanap
Saan
ka,
ako
oo.
kukuha ng pangkain ko? Or,
Mangungutang ka pa, yeah.
yes, or like yung transportation to go to like, I don't
Yes.
know, to an interview or whatever.
It's good.
I didn't have that problem, but it's also because of the
Mm.
fact na I do have savings. But
That's nice.
that gives me a lot of comfort because I know na redundancies are going to happen more frequently in the
Mm.
future. And honestly, I think everyone should be very ready with at least 6 months or
Mm-hmm.
more na
Yeah.
monthly income nila, or not even income, more of like what your monthly expenditure is
Yes.
for you to live a comfortable, not
Yeah.
basic, comfortable life na because you need to take care of your mental health.
Yes.
Hindi sa dahil nakakain ka lang. It's more about that fact na you can sleep well at night and
Mm-hmm.
have a positive outlook when you
Yes.
wake up in the morning.
And when you have these problems, tama yung sinabi mo, no? Yung 6 months then is what we call yung emergency fund nga.
Oo,
Na
not
palagi,
3 months.
not 3 months, yeah, yeah.
No.
3 months is yung start and then at least 6 months talaga.
Yes.
And kasi nga, lalo, tama yung sinabi mo, common dito sa Dubai, guys, if you're listening sa Philippines, so common dito na may mga redundancies.
Ang dami.
And ang dami, ang dami. And kung wala kang pera, kung nasanay ka doon sa lifestyle na sobrang taas and kahit sabihin double income, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero the good thing with you guys is you and Jeremy are responsible with money na nagtabi kayo
Yeah.
and you prepared na if anything goes south, meron tayo to survive for the next 6 months. And then we have this kumbaga makakain tayo ng maayos, pag may meron ka maayos sa pagkain, nakapag-isip ka na maayos, you have your mental health, you make better decisions pa rin. Regardless na wala ka ng work, pero you still have your peace of mind because you have the money that you saved and because yun nga, yung you prepared for things like this. And I'm curious na rin, no, gusto ko nang dagdag, paano nyo naisipan yung gantong klase ng thinking? Is it common sa mga ding couples to be really responsible about their finances, or was it someone has taught you about this? Or dun sa uncle ni Jeremy?
I would say so na it is quite a common parang thought na when because you were a couple first. This is for couples, right? Na
yeah,
you when you do your things like before children, and if you want to sustain that, mapapaisip ka talaga na, can I afford for like this other friend of mine? They want to travel business class all the time. Kung magkakaanak ka, pang matrikula mo na yun. So,
yes.
it is such a conscious decision, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like you aim to go to the Maldives every year, which is a personal thing of mine.
Okay.
But that's our treat to ourselves, kami ni Jeremy. Like it's a yearly thing.
And you save up for it, I assume.
But we save up for it
Yeah.
kasi it's a goal.
Yes.
So but we don't want that to change. And the fact again na it's also important to note that the good thing with Dink couples as well, if you are into traveling, is that you are able to travel off season. You are not linked to your kids' vacation times.
Oh, yeah,
In reality, you're saving even more money. Kasi you're not traveling in all of this na, kaya mahal-mahal ng airplane ticket, ang mahal ng hotel. But if you travel off-season, you're able to get good deals on both. So therefore, actually, saving you more money.
And enjoying life as well.
Yeah. But no, it's something that is definitely on the top of our minds na it's that disposable income, but also that freedom to do things. Again, going back to the pleasure side and going back to the career. So, yes, definitely.
Ang ganda, no? You're able to manage both na uh, you're living life fully today, pero you're not sacrificing your future kasi you're still thinking about retirement. And I think ito yung magandang sagot dun sa mga taong lagi nagsabi na, sino mag-aalaga sa'yo pagtanda mo? Meron po kaming sinave up na nest egg to help us upon retirement, which is so nice na planado nyo yung gusto nyo mangyari in the future. It's very few people na nakakausap ko ng ganito na they only live for the present na, next month na yung tuition ng anak natin, ano nang gagawin natin. And even kahit wala silang anak, they would always have that conversation na paano na tayo mabubuhay next week or next month kasi nga hindi sila nagpe-prepare. And we've talked about yung most advantages, but do you think meron pa ring disadvantages ng ganitong klase ng lifestyle?
I'm in a very positive mindset right now, so hindi ko maisip. I think for me, it's more about oh my God, I don't even want to think about it, but for me, the biggest disadvantage is not a financial thing, but it's more of a companionship thing. If one of us passes away, whether or not now or in the future, right? It's for me, nandun yung fear of loneliness.
Yeah.
So, parang wala ka ng kasama sa buhay kasi wala kang anak, wala yung partner mo. So, you're alone and you're starting from scratch. So, and starting from scratch like emotionally. Alam mo yun, na parang nandito yung partner mo for life na you think na you're gonna like be ugod-ugod.
Together.
Together in your house and then wala na siya. So, it's yun, for me, that's a disadvantage. And Jeremy and I were just speaking about, kunwari, like, his grandmother, na, when his grandfather passed away, she kind of stopped singing, and she used to sing a lot. Kasi there was that feeling of loneliness na parang sila kasi magkasama sa bahay araw-araw. And then, nawala yung parang life partner mo. But the good thing with her is that she has 3 kids who just live in close proximity to her. So at least, nandun pa, may kasama pa rin siya. Which I think if that happens to me, yun yung nakakalungkot lang na wala kang kasama. It's not about no one is caring for you na as in, like, nagpapakain or whatever. Like, she has her own money. By the way, when she was still alive, we get Christmas gifts from her.
From her
like,
pa? Wow!
Form of, like, things and like money. So
galing,
that was the way of thinking in France as well, by the way, which I want to add here. Because they were so, yung sa culture nila is that parents should always be the one providing for their children.
Yeah.
So that was this is also yung, I think ito na yung cultural difference na kunwari if mom and dad, like Jeremy's parents are in here, kami yung mahilig kaming mag-treat.
Okay.
So we like to pay for them. Pero not knowing na nakikita ko yung frustration sa mom and dad-in-law ko na parang I'm supposed to be paying for this. Like, why are you paying it? Like, bakit ka na naman ikaw nagbayad? Like,
big deal pala sa kanila yun, ha?
Oo.
That's nice. Sana all. Sana all Philippines ng Pilipino.
Pero you know what? At the back of my head, hindi ko maano na andun pa rin yung pagka-Pilipino na dapat ako yung nagbabayad
ako yung nagpo-provide
sa elders. Which is, ang sabi ni Jeremy sa niya, you would never be able to change that sa Prances. Na it's always the parents who will take care of their children. So, ang ginagawa na lang namin as a compromise, the moment that we are in France, we let them pay for everything. So, kunwari, like yung pang-gasolina, pang whatever they want to do.
Day-to-day expenses na okay.
We just shut up. Hindi kami magko-comment na, bakit ikaw nagbayad niyan? Kasi, you know,
kasi it's a way. Yes, yun nga, parang respecting, hindi na siya financially, it's about respecting yung belief nung parents nila, right? And it's a big deal for, if ganun yung culture talaga, right?
Which is, for us Filipinos, so imagine me with a Filipino thinking na, oh my God, ako yung
Nagpaaral
I was the
sa'yo.
one like giving money to my grandparents and to my parents, and all of a sudden, pagdating ko sa Francis, I'm the one being showered with all of these things. Parang, yeah, it's yun
That's
yung,
good.
I would say that's a big cultural shock, I would say.
Difference. And I think to add dun sa sinabi mo about, well, totoo naman na talagang, ito, binabasa nga ako dito. Lagi ko ito sinishare sa mga so it's Die with Zero. Ganda siya. It's really optimizing your life hindi from your money and your life. Parang yun yung kanyang topic na talagang, I mean, I think when it comes to leaving yung partner natin, which is gonna happen talaga, magandang siguro i-build right now is yung society or yung community that supports yung talagang those couples na walang children. Kasi nga, eventually, if that happens, there's this support group. Dahil hindi ka naman talaga nagkakaroon ng partner, you just need someone to talk to and share your experiences pa rin on a regular basis. And I think it's something na very important and it will help you live longer na rin. Kasi nga, part of being happy is being surrounded by people that you love, you trust, and you can talk conversations like this. So I think isa yun sa pwede ninyong i-build right now if it's something that's very important to you as well. So, ang dami natin pag-usapan. Grabe, and nakakatuwa yung ano natin. And we can talk the whole day. And siguro ito na lang yung magiging last question ko. Para sa mga couples or individuals na gusto talagang i-pursue yung living child-free by choice. Ano yung pwede mong ibigay sa kanila na advice para hindi sila ma-pressure sa mga expectations na ibang tao about sa kanilang judgment and how they can be confident in making those choices like what you did?
You need to be convinced about it yourself, and then you need to have your partner think the same way. I know it's difficult, but do not be swayed by societal or familial pressures. It doesn't matter kung best friend mo yan, kung nanay, tatay, or grandparents, aunties, cousins, whatever. Because at the end of the day, they can say whatever they want. Pero the moment na may kailangan ka or whatever, sila ba are they gonna like actually finance you in certain ways na parang, oh, magkaanak ka, bakit? Ikaw mag-aalaga? Ikaw magpapaaral? Ikaw magpapakain? Hindi. So, it's just a matter of just staying true to that and not being swayed by it. Believe in it.
Yeah.
And believe in the fact that whatever you do is right because you know yourself best.
Better. Best pala. Yeah. Oo nga.
Talagang best, not better than best.
The best.
Honestly. Because in the end, if you make a decision that is based on somebody else's decision, you will always think na paano kung hindi ko sinunod to. Yeah. Pero at least if you make it yourself, you only have yourself to blame. And
yeah, true.
You know what? You can heal that. Pero if you listen to somebody else, like what? Ano, susugurin mo na, sabi mo kasi magkaanak ako eh. You can't do that. Like parang, ba't ka nakinig sa akin? So, and then they kind of like, alam mo yung retreat to themselves na, I was just saying that. It's important for people to know and remember, words have meaning.
Meaning, yes.
So words it's not just about yourself, but even for you as a society, when you say something, words have meaning.
Yeah, so
Stop
important.
questioning people on their life's choices and just concentrate on yourself, because all we're just trying to do at the end of the day is just to do our best. And if I believe being child-free is best, then that's it.
Yeah, and maganda sinabi mo dahil talagang very firm ka na lagi ko ito sinasabi, and I had an episode about how you can discover yung personal core values mo. Kasi if you try to live by other people's standards or other people's core values na pinapasa sa'yo, you will never be happy. Kasi if you always please people, then your life is doomed. And you'll always find... Kasi normal sa mga sa humans na they really discover themselves on how they can grow as a person. And if parang you're trying to live a career, a life na based on somebody else's handouts or map or what, then at the end hindi ka pa rin magiging masaya regardless kung kumita ka na napakaraming pera. And I've met people like that. They've been successful sa career nila, successful sa eyes ng society based on society standards, pero deep down inside they are lacking something. And yun yung bagay na hindi mo ma-accomplish if you always think about other people's opinion about your life. And if ililista ko lahat ng lessons na pag-usapan natin dito, number 1 is living life without kids doesn't mean a life without meaning. Kasi it's about understanding yung core values mo, like what you shared kanina, Day, no? And creating a life that aligns with them. Whether that means focusing on personal growth, career, or financial independence. And also, ililista ko rin dito na yung fulfillment na quote-unquote na sinasabi natin na in-expect ng mga tao sa atin isn't about it's not a one-size-fits-all plan na sinabi mo rin kanina na talagang you really have to be very clear about what you want. And gusto ko parang ibalik ito kanina na it's better to be a dink than a nink. Yung no income and 9 kids. Alisin natin yan sa Filipino mindset natin na mga anak ang magiging ating retirement plan and all. We have to be responsible for ourselves. Whew! So yun, ang grabe, ang ganda na ating episode for today. And saka ba nila marireach, Day, para malay mo, it's a start of something that you can really grow as a community or a brand for yourself or a movement, lalo na for Filipinos who are struggling or who wants to really embrace the dink lifestyle.
Yeah, well, I'm on Instagram.
Ilalagay ko na lang sa description.
Please, I know it's a bit difficult to spell, but look, I really wanna get like a conversation going, especially within the Filipino community, about it, because we do not have to carry our ancestors' generational trauma, and we can, create our own path, and we can break stereotypes in every single way, like in as a woman, as a Filipino, as an Asian. There's so many ways, but yeah, I just want to get that conversation going because I know a lot of people still kind of want to remain anonymous about it when it's like, what do you like? So what? Yeah. A lot more people are doing worse things out there.
And thank you, Dave, for your time. And that wraps our episode for today. But before I let you go, I hope you can listen to the episodes of Pera and Purpose Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast streaming platforms. And if you'd like to have coaching session with Kuya Jay, message lang ako sa aking LinkedIn, Instagram, or muli, ito si Kuya Jay, kasama ang 8th day of the week, si Day Filio, telling you to prosper with a purpose. See you sa next episode. Bye-bye! Salamat, Day!
You're welcome. Salamat din.